Hey P-Stats, it's Christine here, and today I'm going to walk you guys through a day in my life and show you guys how I maintain a happy and healthy lifestyle. So my whole day begins when my alarm clock wakes me up at 4 in the morning and I get ready for my morning run. So after I turn off my alarm and everything and make my bed and put on my jacket, I go downstairs and I drink 8 bottles of Arrowhead 100% mountain spring water. And obviously I take it out of my microwave because who doesn't store their bottled water in their microwave? But the reason I do this is because my doctor recommended that I drink 8 bottles of water every single day in order to be hydrated and healthy. And I thought, why not just get it all over with at 4 in the morning so I don't have to worry about, drinking water for the next 24 hours? Because who has time to worry about that? So the reason I like Arrowhead is because they claim to have a mean pH of 7.8, which is much higher than those of competing brands such as Dasani or Crystal Geyser or Kirkland or whatever. And actually, the more alkaline your water is, that is, the more basic it is, the better it is for you because it actually contains so many healthy minerals such as calcium and also helps minimize bone loss and everything. Whereas acidic water is actually bad for you because it makes you more prone to toxins such as mercury, which are obviously not fun, and you don't want that in your water. So that's why I only drink Arrowhead water. Now that I'm done drinking my daily dose of water, it's time for me to go run around my nearby field. So usually I run around 50 laps per day because I'm obviously super athletic and super good at running, and it doesn't tire me out at all. So, I stretch and I go. But this day was actually really weird because only about 10 laps later, I was really, really tired and I felt like I couldn't run anymore. And this was super unusual for me. And even the next day, I was feeling really sick and tired, and I was suffering from migraines and coughing and everything. And then I got a call from my doctor who was saying I'm suffering from calcium deficiency, which I didn't understand at all because obviously, as you guys saw, I drink so much alkaline water, which should be minimizing my calcium loss. So I knew something was fishy about Arrowhead. And obviously, like any other normal person would, I decided to conduct a significance test to see if Arrowhead was truthful in their claim. Janie and I obtained a simple random sample of 30 different Arrowhead water bottles from all over San Diego. And we did this by first searching up all of the different Vons locations in San Diego, and there turned out to be 25 of them. We numbered them from 1 through 25 and then used a random number generator to generate 10 unique integers from 1 to 25 inclusive. And then we went to the corresponding Vons locations and purchased 3 water bottles each from each of those locations. And that's how we satisfied the large number rule of having n greater than or equal to 30 and also satisfied the random condition. Next, we purchased the Super Nifty pH probe on Amazon for just around $10, and it was actually really helpful in our experiment because it gave us the exact pH down to the hundredth of all of our different water bottle samples, and it was just really easy to use and give us the right data, so what more could you ask for? Our sample mean pH actually turned out to be quite a bit lower than Arrowhead's claim. And first of all, we found Arrowhead's claim through their 2016 bottled water quality report, where you'll see in a little bit they said that their average pH is 7.8 for all the 500 milliliter water bottles, but our sample mean actually turned out to be 7.345, which is quite a bit lower than 7.8. It's almost 0.5 lower. Using the data from our sample, Janie and I decided to conduct a one sample t-test for sample means with a significance level of 0.025. And we actually obtained a really, really tiny p-value, and it was nearly zero, 4.678 times 10 to the negative 19th power to be exact. but obviously this was much lower than our significance level of 0.025, so we were able to reject our null hypothesis that the true mean pH of Arrowhead water is equal to the company's claim. In other words, we obtained statistically convincing evidence that Arrowhead was lying to us, and their true mean pH actually was nowhere near their claim of 7.8. So I decided to throw out all my Arrowhead water bottles and advise you to do the same and switch over to some other brand. Maybe we should test some other water bottle brands that claim to have a high alkaline pH to see if they're lying or not. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful. Here I'm just setting an example for you guys and throwing out all my crappy Arrowhead water bottles.